So I've been going to war with my baby right here. She was about a 4-inch pot before I transferred her into this pot. Perhaps I should have left her in her nursery pot because you can see the badness on those leaves right now. I do have some new growth, so maybe we have possibilities. I have not figured out my routine yet with this plant. I haven't figured out my watering cycle yet, my lighting cycle yet, because so much has died. And every time I've tried something new with the fertilizer, with the location, with the watering cycle, more and more leaves die. And I heard when you have a plant that's in distress and you really don't know what to do, the first thing you can try is to back off with the watering. So that's what I've done. And I've also put this plant into a bright location where no sun will come, because I just don't want to harm the plant with any sun rays at this time. So. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Ragdown Planting. My purple vine and I have been battling. I've gone through this with this plant before, the dullness and the weakness in the leaves. I've just fully watered this plant, took it to the sink, watered it down, and these are all perky and healthy. No problems, no concern, but this stem here worries me. So I'm going to clip these plants down for propagation. And notice this last part of this stem, I'm going to clip it all the way down to this baby here. And maybe the baby will grow back stronger. This is fine, I'm not going to clip that. But this one here, I wonder, is that all the same stem? So I'm going to try to get it as close as I can to, like, you know, the end of the stem. Today I was looking at my Oriental pine plant, and this is the baby off this plant. Okay, look at the baby. It was super tiny before I put it in that pot, and actually I put it in the pot without roots. I just peeled back her leaves and stuck her into the soil, and eventually she grew roots. And she's also advanced to a 4-inch pot from a 3-inch pot. So the baby is doing good. But that is not what the discussion is about today, honey. The discussion about today is the mother. Another baby. Wow. I've had this plant for quite some time, so I'm really excited to see that. It took a very long time for that pup to come up. So my Calathea did not make it. So I'm going to give this pot to my purple velvet vine. It's just too much space here. I'm not liking how she's growing in this pot. I've taken a lot of pieces out of here. She's not doing swell. I took this piece out as well. Tried to propagate her, but let's just toss it. I don't want her to infect my new baby. So I'm going to take her out of this big pot, put her into a smaller pot, help those roots get stronger. Oh, I'm also going to include this baby. Let's begin. First, I'm going to begin by cleaning this pot, getting rid of my little plant here. I will try again. This plant is very pretty. All right. Cleaned my pot. And you just want to make sure that you clean your pots between your projects. You never know what one plant has and will carry on to your next. The purple velvet vine. She's just not doing so swell in this pot, and her pieces just keeps dying on me. So I'm going to take her out. All right. I have a screen. My drainage. I watered this plant. I didn't know I was going to repot her. I just kind of decided. I don't want to do too much to the rooting system that she has because it's already not so strong. Well, that's how it's behaving. Just too much soil in that pot for these little bitty babies. And look at the rooting system. They are not so good. Look at that. Not many roots at all. See, now that's a rooting system. So I'm hoping they do well in this pot. I want to put a slow release fertilizer into this soil to help those plants, to help the roots reborn again. Give them some energy. I'm just trying to uncover some of the babies because there are some babies that are under the soil. I planted this plant deep into the pot because I just want to try to get, I just want a better rooting system. Trying to do all that I can to help this baby. Just trying to shake that soil in place, relieving any leaves from the soil, making sure the roots are completely covered. Making sure the vines are hanging over the pot. Purple velvet vine. Do better. Do better. Go and wash all these leaves off. Make her perfect for her new home. Yes. Love the velvet vine. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that beautiful? Yes. Look at that. Look at that. All right, let's water this baby. All right, you guys. So this is one day after the transition. And she does not look happy, does she? Look at those leaves, you guys. They're super droopy. The top is doing good though. No problems, no concerns there. With my longer pieces, my older pieces, I'm concerned. So the velvet vine is trying to come back. Her leaves are perked up just a smudge. And the ones that were very weak, I've been picking them off daily. Her long stem is doing okay. Look at that. But I made a lot of pullings. A lot of her leaves did come off. And look at that. Well, yeah, it's coming off. See? But it looks like she's gonna be okay. Uh-oh, see that? That's what I'm talking about. They look like that. Look at that leaf. It's pulling energy away from the plant, so you want to eliminate it as soon as possible. Anything that can be pulling energy, you want to rid it, you know? Uh-oh. That's a concern. If you can pull it out of the soil like that, she's no good. Yeah. You want to rid all the decay so they don't pass it along to your other babies. And this is them today. The Ornamental pine plant, purple velvet vine. I guess it's been about a month and a half or so. We did lose some leaves, but overall she's doing beautiful. I placed her on my sun porch. She did well with the humidity, the sunlight, then in the house. Look how tall my pine plant has grown. I guess it goes in dormant during the fall and winter because it had no growth for quite some time. The length at the top there is all new. It's all new. She was a lot shorter at the beginning of the spring. Lots of changes from both of these plants. And I'm hoping they do well when I bring them inside. I'm definitely going to have to use artificial light when the fall and winter come because these plants demand bright light. I'm going to have to figure it out. Let's look at the pup. Yes, she's grown out. You can't tell, but she's grown out, honey. She's about the same size as the regular leaves, but this is the pup right here. Look at that, it's got a super long leaf. Let me see if I can turn it here. Yeah, it's hard to tell because she's grown out. No longer a pup. That's her right there in the middle. Uh-oh, this is the pup right here. She grew out. Got very excited. Look at the wildness of the formation of those leaves. Wildness. Look at that. And the leaves are sharp. Okay. Pointy. It hurts a smudge. Very strong. Pine plants. Well, thank you so much for watching Ragdoll Planting. Over.